Croeso Channel Blaid Llwyd. Yes, it's a new opening for the channel as I now have a Patreon set up. And a special mention to Evan King and Grizz, who are my top tier patrons. And thanks to everyone who's signed up so far to help support it. I really appreciate it. And the first VN we're doing with this new look is Dirk the Red Panda's Ocean Avenue. Yes, we're going into day 2 with Ocean Avenue here. So let's pick it up where we left off last. September the 19th, Saturday. Evan, did you remember to take your keys? Of course I did. They're in my pocket, Mom. Okay, sweetie. Mom put her hands on her hips, in awe with our work. Well, I didn't think we'd get this far. What are you talking about? You're the one prodding me and Dad around. You basically programmed a military schedule into our moving day. 0730 hours, wake up. 0800 hours, breakfast. 0820 hours, move remaining boxes downstairs. 0845 hours, pack boxes from garage into car. It makes my brain hurt, especially when I have to get up this early. I don't want to start school again. Hey, Angie. Hey, yes, dear. Did you pack Evan's folders? Oh, yeah, they're in the garage in the second box. Oh, I was going to put some coupons in there for him. It's a bit too late for that now. You'll just have to carry them with you if you want Evan to have them. All right, then. He says plainly before walking back outside. Whatever. I need to get back to doing... What was I doing now? Evan, could you take the kitchen supplies out? I want to make room downstairs for your bedding. Oh, now it's coming back to me. I thought I was done with moving boxes. It's never over until Mom says so. I resume helping, lifting the 2-foot-tall box. Make sure you use your legs to lift it, Evan. I don't want you to have back problems like me. I got it. I'm already using my legs. She's like a talking warning label you can't avoid. I walk outside and place the box next to Dad's car. Seems like we're pretty close to being done. Looking around the living room, I double check to see if any boxes are remaining. Nothing in sight. All I need to bring up now are the bedding and clothes. Let's see how much I have left. Hey Evan, while you're up there, could you see if Dad took the Safeco card? He wants to top off his car on the way. Didn't he fill it up on Wednesday? He brought his 3/4 of the tank still in his car. Well, I did, but I won't have a full tank for the start of the week. Come on, you don't need to fill it up again. All right, I'll check. As requested, I go upstairs and check for the credit card. It isn't there, so Dad probably took it. I spend the next 15 minutes transporting boxes from my bedroom to the garage. Dad tries his best to make small talk with me. How do you feel about living on your own? And with Marcus, but you know what I mean. It's hard to describe, Dad. I'm really happy to finally be independent, don't get me wrong, but it feels weird starting all over again. Oh, what do you mean? I hand Dad another box he places in the back of the car. Going to college is like hitting the reset button on Friends. And since I went to community college before this, it's like I have to do twice, unlike most people. Well, I know it wasn't your first choice, but unlike most kids, you'll get out of there debt-free. Come on, Dad, that's not what I'm getting at. Well, there's that. What I meant is that I'm the one at a disadvantage socially. Most of them already have tight friend groups that formed years before I arrived. I'm not sure how accepting they'll be of letting newcomers like me join their circles. Dad adjusts a box in the car before stopping to think about it. I can't say I know exactly how that feels, but I lived at home like you when I went to university. I wasn't immersed in the social scene day and night. But you had the full 4 years to make friends there, unlike me. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. On the outside it may look like you're behind in some ways, but each year is a new year. They have welcome events at the beginning of every year to give everyone an even playing field. I mean, look at your sister. Which one, Eve or Sherry? Sherry? She went to community college too, and she made friends at university. My point is, if you put yourself out there, I'm sure you'll make new friends. Right. I guess I'm just worried I won't connect with them because I'm an outsider. Oh, isn't everyone when they start? Yeah. Plus you have Marcus. I'm sure he'll help you make some friends. And possibly some girlfriends. Oh my God, Dad. Or guys, whatever you're looking for. He knows that I'm bisexual, so I know it's an honest slip-up. Even if he's clumsy about it, I'm glad that he's accepting of me. Besides my family, I haven't told anyone else. Heck, I haven't even been on a date before. I hand off the final box to Dad as he places it neatly in the back. He hops out to the car to be greeted by Mom. Ben, could you bring the bedding out for me? Sure, dear. Thanks. Dad walks inside, leaving the two of us in the garage to wait. Evan, I'm so proud of you. You're finally getting the chance to spread your wings. Oh, thanks, Mom. But you still need to be careful out there. The city's a lot more dangerous than here, especially at night. Make sure if you go into the city you have a friend with you, okay? Yes, Mom. I'll make sure not to roam the seedy parts of town. And I'm glad you have a roommate to look out for you. Marcus is a good boy and his parents taught him well. Remember to ask him for self-defense lessons. Okay, Mom, I get it. Not sure if that's how it works, but alright then. Guess it makes sense considering his family's police background. Speaking of which, do you have his phone number? Yes. Do you have the property manager's number? Yes, Mom. Do you have any of your neighbours' contacts? Wait, what? Oh, it's good to have Marcus' number, but if anything happened to the two of you, your neighbours should be aware of anything abnormal. If they haven't seen you two in days, or God forbid weeks, they could contact authorities to search for you. I'm sure Marcus' family will be on the lookout if anything happened to us. I'm also sure they probably track him all the time through his phone. Yeah, I'm so glad my parents don't have the technological skills to do that. I feel like I wouldn't have any freedom if that were the case. As that disturbing thought passes through my mind, I hear the door open. Here's the bedding. Anything else we have to pack before we set off? We look at the talking schedule. All we have left now of the clothes. We'll just stack those on top of the boxes. Okay. Want me to get the clothes then? Sure. Okay. I take multiple trips fetching the clothes from my bedroom and loading them into the car. By the time we have everything loaded, it's 9:45 a.m. Does anyone want waters or anything before we head out? No thanks. I'll take a small water bottle. Okay. Dad fetches us 2 water bottles, one big and one small. It's a good investment for us considering our tendencies to heat stroke. Dad starts up the car and we are on our way. Our initial break in conversation doesn't last too long. We don't even get onto the freeway by the time Dad starts interrogating me about my major. It isn't the first time he's done it. So, what are you learning in sports administration? How do I explain this? So far I haven't taken any classes unique to the major, just a few introductory business courses as preparation. Basically the management and ethics of sports organisations. I heard that one of the courses lets you manage a fancy sports team and run their operations. That's pretty neat, Evan. That's interesting, but what do you want to do with it? That answer is clear as day for me. To work for a volleyball organisation, specifically the NBL. I told you before, it would be my dream to be working in the volleyball as a tournament director. You should be open to more than just volleyball. Investing yourself in one niche of the market is really unreliable. I know, Dad. I'll consider other fields too when I'm looking for jobs. I just really want to work in athletics. Well, you definitely have your work cut out for you. The business is a very competitive field. I roll my eyes. Dad gets a kick out of that. Ha very funny, Dad. He turns on his right turn signal and veers right onto the freeway. I also mean in a serious way. Tons of kids that you want to work in the sports field. Even if it's not being an athlete themselves, a lot of kids want to work for the big leagues like the United Football League. If it doesn't pan out, could you apply the major to non-sports fields? Please don't deter me like this, Dad. I know it's not plain business like you wanted me to do, but I'm confident I'll find work at some sports league. Evan? Time to deploy my special detour. I'll consider it. Okay then. If you need help, let me know. I can contact some of my friends and see if they know people. They probably would lead to dead ends or something way out of my element. But if he wants to do that, I guess I'm cool with it. At least he's trying. Either way, I'm proud of what you've achieved. I haven't heard him say that in forever. Probably wore himself thin, Sharon, Sherry and Eve with them. Oh, yeah, that's right. You finished community college and you're going on to university. You only have 2 years left before you graduate. Yeah, I'm amazed myself. As excited as I am to be done with school, I hate to think about it. I lost half of those years at community college. The only social life I had there was with my volleyball teammates. Outside the sport, I rarely talked with them. Other than sports, our interests were different. They preferred to be grinding in the gym 24/7, while I preferred grinding away at City Constructor. Well, I hope you make the most of it. The real world isn't as fun. Mom and Dad chuckled as I sheepishly grinned in agreement. I'm sure they're right in some ways, but I just want to be done with all the tests and assignments, or as I like to call them, unpaid labour. Did Sherry tell you about her promotion? Not yet. Oh, she got promoted to accounting analyst on Thursday. I told her to call if she needs any advice. I'll congratulate her, and she calls. She's making great strides at that company. The other conversation steers away from me and towards my older sister. I zone out, staring at the freeway signs. The drive remains pretty dull until we get off the freeway. Once it does, chaos is unleashed. Honey, I think you should get in the right lane. The directions are telling me to go right to the next light. Oh, I'm pretty sure Coral Boulevard is 3 lights down. I can tell you it isn't. That's going to take us down Stanmore Street and we'll have to loop back to get to Coral Boulevard. Honey, trust me, Coral is not 3 blocks ahead. I've been there before. I took Coral to the beach before. I remember it was 3 blocks from the freeway. Ben, you're going to miss the turn. We drive past the stoplight, missing the turn. Not my problem now. She scrunches her shoulders and folds her arms, peeved by his choice. Oh, fine, we should hit Coral at the next stoplight. We pass one stoplight. It may have been the 4th one. We pass another stoplight. Could be the 5th one. I think I forgot about those small roads in between. We pass another stoplight. Should come up soon. It's within 2 miles of the freeway. Dad, I think you should pull over. Oh, fine, Evan. I've been to San Vicente enough times. I'm familiar with these roads. Dad ignores our requests, instead driving straight another 10 blocks before calling it quits. I want to pull over now. Fine, I'll pull over. We turn and park in the nearest station. Evan, could you put out your phone and find directions to Marcus's apartment? Okay. They could have just relied on me the entire time. They can be so stubborn about their old ways. I type in Marcus' address and click on the directions button. Looks like we have to make a right onto 15th Street, a right onto 7th Boulevard, then a left onto Coral Boulevard. Some of these roads make no sense. Why does Legends Avenue turn into Coral Boulevard? Mom was the closest to being right, since Legends was the street we were supposed to turn on. How off were we? Mom turns to Dad and gives him an unamused look. It turns out Mom had a better guess. We were supposed to turn onto Legends Avenue, which then merges with Coral Boulevard. I knew it. Mom grins, lighting up her demeanour as Dad sulks. I thought I was on the right track. I think we'll trust Evan with directions from now on. How? I'm moving away from you guys right now. I don't think you guys can have that luxury for much longer. Oh, we'll make the most of it for now. Great. Maybe upgrading to a smartphone would be a good idea. Sorry, son, but you can't teach this old raccoon new tricks. I already have enough on my plate as is. Plus, it's cheaper to use a flip phone. Right on the money. How do they even function in modern society? Let's get back on the road then. We get back on the road and continue on the new route. And yet somehow my parents managed to throw off a navigation system. Continue on Coral Boulevard, then turn right onto 5th Street. Are you sure we're supposed to continue on Coral Boulevard? I remember being able to reach San Vicente from 6th Street. Dad, trust me. Honey, you should trust Evan with this. He still turned right anyway. Recalculating. Let's hope he's right this time. Turn left onto Stamos Street. Oh, I knew I was onto something earlier. Are you sure about that? Continue straight on Stamos Street, then turn right onto 23rd Street. Great, now we're headed in the opposite direction. Dad looks puzzled. Well, this is odd. Remember Stamos being quicker in the past. We begrudgingly traverse through numerous stoplights before arriving at 23rd Street. Turn right onto 23rd Street, then left onto 5th Boulevard. Dad flips his signal on and turns right. Then he turns left. In 2.9 miles, turn left onto 5th Street. I peer ahead to see the standstill traffic ahead of us. Oh my God, you were too cruel. I knew we'd get there eventually. See, you can always trust your dear old dad. I guess you had some clue about what you were doing? Really? Because I'm still looking for it. Well, as long as you're done with 5th Street this time, I think I can forgive you. I won't let you two down. Hopefully not. Dad rolls his eyes, pretending to clutch his heart. Anything for your forgiveness, my lady. God, they're hammier than a deli. Thankfully, the rest of the ride goes smoothly. It takes us an extra half hour, but eventually we arrive at the apartment. All the parking inside the complex is taken by the current residents, so Dad parks our car across the street. What a beauty! It isn't too oversized like most of the other city apartments, and it's within minutes of campus. Dad takes a look at the nearby palm trees. I don't know how people get any studying done here. Seriously, if I went to college here, I'd be at the beach every single day. That's because you guys didn't grow up here. Unlike me, who's lived in California all my life. My parents grew up back east, then moved out here after graduating college. Well, as long as you can still get good grades, it's just icing on the cake. Dad pops open the trunk and we start unloading the car. Which one's your apartment? Well, it's a bit tricky to explain. We're in building 3210 and our apartment is number 5. Numbers 1 through 10 are on the first floor, so we sure looked out in terms of moving. I remember Marcus telling us that you two were on the first floor. My back was thankful when I heard that. And our legs. Remember to use those and not your back, dear. You don't want to herniate your the disc like me. I really hope I don't inherit those genes. I can't imagine being physically unable to play volleyball. So, which way should we go, Evan? I'll text Marcus. Which way should we go to the apartment? We're across the street from the front entrance. And sent. I texted Marcus about it. Did he respond to the previous text? The one saying we're arriving in 10 minutes. Yeah, he said he's ready for us any time. Okay. A minute passes before Marcus gets back to me. I'll take the left side gate. The code is 352138 *. You should be able to see the apartment from there. I look to my left. There's a door consisting of a handle and a large window. There's something next to it on the wall, probably the keypad. You guys see that door on the left? I say, pointing to it. They nodded to affirm. Yep. Marcus said the apartment is right behind that gate. Did he give you the code? Yes, he did. Okay, you and Dad can start taking things over there, and I'll wait with it so nobody steals it. All right. Mom walks to the crosswalk and waits for the signal to let her go over. Dad and I start with the lighter boxes. Dad and I place the final boxes in front of the gate. Dad points his key fob to the car and locks it. It amazes me that he knows how to use it. That's everything. Fire away, Evan. I type in the code Marcus sent me. The keypad flashes green and the door clicks open. They have a door stop on the other side. That's nice of them. I swing the door open and place it under the door, keeping it open for us to move in and out. We made it. I knock on the door. I hear Marcus walking towards the door soon after. Oh, hey. It's so great to see you again, Marcus. Mom extends her arms out to Marcus, cueing him to come in for a hug. How have you been? Well, I'm doing good. Dad intervenes to shake his hand afterwards. Are you still playing volleyball? Last I heard your dad say you were playing for the club team. That is true. I've been on the team for the past 2 years. Anything else you've been doing to keep busy? Well, not really other than school and beach volleyball. I can help move Evan's stuff in for you. That's very sweet of you to offer. I'll gladly accept. I'm sure these two strong boys can help you with the rest. Dad puts a hand on his hip and makes his best attempt to flex his bicep. Yeah, not really impressing anyone. Marcus opens the door wider, allowing me and Dad to get through with the first boxes. Marcus follows suit with another box while Mom keeps the door open. It takes us a couple of minutes to get everything inside. Before unpacking it, Mom and Dad ask for a tour of the place. Marcus agrees, walking them around the small living space. So this is the common area. I have my desk set up here. There's also a few chairs here in case guests come over. Mom and Dad look around, confused about the setup. Do you have a table? I could run down to the store and buy you one. Well, that's not a problem, Mr. Conde. I have a foldable one in the closet. That's good. We're just a bit confused by where you normally eat. Oh, well, I just eat at this part of my desk. He places his hand on the extended part, away from the computer and other devices. Are you sure that's enough space for you and Evan to eat at the same time? Well, sure, I sit on the side and Evan sits at the end. Mom and Dad is still sceptical. Are you sure you don't want to keep the foldable table out? I think that would make things easier. Well, I will if it gets to be a problem. I don't want to clog up the common area. Okay then, kids will be kids. Mom, I'm 20. I remember back in the day my bachelor pad was a maze to navigate. My housemates had so much extra stuff they left most of it in the common area. Walking through it during the day was a little inconvenient, but come night time it's like walking through a minefield. I remember twisting my ankle once. I got my foot stuck in a plastic container. I had to use crutches for the next 3 weeks to get around campus. Boy, was that a pain in the arse. Dad laughed off his incident. Marcus wasn't that amused by the misfortune. Well, that sounds rough, Mr. Conde. I can assure you that I won't let your son go through the same pain. Who says I'll do the same for you? Well, if you want me to stop inviting you to play, then by all means, go ahead. You're too cruel. Mom and Dad wander off towards the kitchen, eyeing the cabinets and supplies next to them. I hope you don't mind them invading your space. Oh, I don't care. It's your place now as much as it is mine. We're interrupted by Mom's interjection. What a nice assortment. Well, my college apartment didn't even come close to this level of cleanliness. Your parents taught you well, Marcus. Well, they were very insistent on teaching us how to clean up after ourselves. For as long as I knew them, I remember Marcus and his brother being extremely well disciplined. So what else do you have in here? Well, Marcus goes on to show off the rest of the kitchen, revealing all the different cooking utensils, foods and cleaning items. After that, he gives a quick preview of the bathroom and my bedroom. Once again, my parents are in awe with how well all of it has been kept. Well, I'm ready to help if you guys are ready to unpack. Sure, let's start with the closet. Dad picks up the box with most of my clothes, heading into the bedroom. I follow suit with another box of personal items. Well, it's hard for me to fathom this is real. Yeah, I can't believe it either, Dad. My last kid is now living on his own. I'm going to miss you, Evan. We both are. Oh, I'll miss you guys too. I wonder when that feeling will kick in. With the entire school year ahead of you, you're going to have a lot of different opportunities. Put yourself out there. This is where you'll make lifelong friends. I still keep in contact with some of my college buddies. Oh, hey, Evan, I opened this box for you. Feel free to hang them up how you like. Okay. I snag about 10 or so of the items of clothes from the box and start to hang them. After hanging up the last one, I hear Mom call for me. Evan, could you come here for a bit? I want to know where your kitchen items are going. Okay, I'm coming. I turn to Dad. You can leave the clothes on the bed. I'll hang them up when I get back. All right. I walk into the kitchen, only to see Mom barraging Marcus with questions. How's Trevor been? Oh, he's doing fine. Is he still training in the police academy? He graduated 2 years ago. Oh my, it's been a while since I've heard from him and your family. What does he do now? He serves in the Oak Hills Police Department. Like your dad. Well, that's wonderful they're together. I hope he's enjoying his job there. Oh, he is. And what about your dad? What has he been up to? Mom keeps up with the rapid-fire questions for a few more seconds before realising I'm in the room. Hey Evan, so here's what I was thinking we should do with your kitchen items. Mom lectures me on where to put everything and why for what feels like hours. Honestly, my brain checked out during this part. It's so monotonous. Why is this stuff so important to her? It took us about an hour to finish the remaining tasks before everything was set. We went out for lunch together, then headed back to the apartment. We reconvened one last time in the common area to say our goodbyes. It was so great to see you again, Marcus. Make sure to keep our son safe. I will, Mrs. Conde. He'll be quite secure around here. Safety? That reminds me. What did Mom want me to ask him? But I'm curious. Do you have the property manager's contact info? Oh, yes. How about your neighbours? Marcus pauses, doing a double take at the comment. Neighbours? Because God forbid something happened to you two. If you know them well enough, they would realise something's off and call the authorities. Mom, I'm certain Marcus would have a way to contact his family. They probably have contacts with all the local police departments and the regional SWAT team. Well, the latter one isn't true. But I'm sure the local department will be able to contact SWAT if things were really that bad. Sorry, Marcus, I didn't mean it like that. Well, if you're really concerned, Mrs. Conde, I carry a taser with me at all times. I'm trained in self-defense. That's what it was. I spoke to remind Evan to ask about that. No, you weren't. If you don't mind, maybe you could teach him some critical lessons in self-defense. I don't want our poor son to go out there unequipped. Mom, 3 of my older siblings are unequipped. You never gave them self-defense lessons. Why am I the exception? Angie, I'm sure he'll be fine. Evan has known Marcus since high school. Who knows how far Evan would have gotten without him? Dad! Come on, why do you think I'm so defenceless? I wasn't bullied in school or anything. Honestly, nobody there cared about my existence other than the volleyball team. Well, I think the two of us will manage. If anything, Evan might help me survive school. Well, academically, at least. The four of us laugh. At least someone here isn't throwing me under the bus. But in all seriousness, stay safe out there. We're going to miss you guys, but we hope you have a fantastic school year. Mom and Dad exchange hugs with me and Marcus. We say our farewells and they head out. I'm finally an independent adult. Well, technically. At least Marcus won't lecture me on everything I do. Well, I'm going to start working on something for school. If you need me, give me a call. But we're in the same apartment. Oh wait, never mind. Okay then. I think about whether or not I should head to my bedroom. What is there to do other than rest? School starts on Monday and I probably won't get many chances to nap then. Especially with this new quarter system. I'll be in my room if you need me. Marcus is at the common room desk, typing away on his computer. Okay. I leave the common room and stride into my bedroom, swinging the door shut behind me. Now that today's main commotion is finished, I'm practically home free for the day. Not that, like there's anything interesting going on around here that I know of. It's 2 in the afternoon, plus when it's time I'm pretty sure I can't just barge into a party. Marcus told me the parties worth going to require an invitation. Oh well, might as well throw a party in my head. I throw my body onto the bed, wrapping myself in the sheets. Slumber, I yearn for your embrace. It takes me a few minutes, but after that I was asleep. You're worthless. Your whole life is just a bunch of shortcomings. Who said that? Do you even remember the last time you were valuable? I'm sure I can. How about the time The voice starts to chuckle in a low tone. They still aren't revealing themselves. You can't win a tournament. You can't get a job. You can't even get off the bench. You practically sucked up to your teammates while they got meaningful exposure. You are such a tool. Why am I thinking about this now of all times? What did I do to warrant this? Face it, no one will care about you here. Think anyone wants an anxiety-filled train wreck like you? And more than my anxiety, people gave me the chance, I'd have shown them. But no one gave me that chance. You've been given chances left and right, every time they realise what a mess you are. It doesn't take long for your cracks to show. You think they would pull the plug that quickly if you were stable? That's not true. I kept getting unlucky. I've been a backup for most of my volleyball career. It was purgatory. Being good enough to make the team, but not good enough to ever play. Are you taking pity on yourself again? You know that's not going to make them change their minds. I've been thrown around like a rag doll. Imagine being this unimportant. Who else is going to care for me? You got to try harder than that. Stop acting so self-entitled. I have friends. Acquaintances. Either way, they enjoy my company. So? Mark has invited me to play volleyball with him multiple times. I made connections there. They won't remember you. Soon enough you'll fade into obscurity, become the nobody you truly are. Piggybacking off Marcus' connections can only do so much. Why should they care about me? I'm a transfer student and an accomplished one at that. I'm only close to Marcus because we're beach partners. If it weren't for him, I'm sure no one would care for me. What personality do I have? I hardly have any interests. Do you see what I'm getting at? Damn it, they're right. I'm an NPC. If a disaster happened, I'd be the most dispensable. I can't hold anything meaningful, let alone a friendship. I'm sure Marcus only considers me an acquaintance. Just leave me alone. If I'm so useless, why don't I just vanish? Evan? God, what the fuck? I whack my elbows against the frame of my bed, my back and head hit it in succession. My heart jump starts. For a brief moment it feels like it has been defibrillated. My brain scrambles to process what's happening. Yes? Well, can I ask you about something? Sure, I'll be out in a minute. I rub the back of my neck. Man, I need to work on my sleep position. Throwing off the covers, I swivel out of bed and get up, heading out of the bedroom. Marcus is still at his desk working on his computer. Hey, what's up? So, for school, what does your schedule look like? Why would you be embarrassed about that? Oh, I have 3 classes, 2 of which have labs. Oh, pretty much the same as me then. That's good. Which days are busier for you? Tuesday and Thursday by far. I have class between 9 and 6-ish with an hour and a half break around noon. That's funny. My Tuesday-Thursday schedule is pretty much the same. What about your other days? Lighter, but not too light. I have classes all morning Monday and Wednesday, but that's about it. Well, that's good, because the beach volleyball club practices on Friday afternoons. I worked my tail off to avoid classes at that time. Well, that's fortunate. Yeah. Speaking of which, the club has a council. They also host a couple of tournaments and run them. Seems like something up your alley. My eyes widen when I hear that. That's kind of my entire purpose for being here. It's one of the key aspects of my major, sports administration. You're right about that. When does it start? The club or the council? Both. The club starts this Friday. We'll probably have the council election a week after. That's good to know. Wait. How'd you know that already? Well, I was encouraged by the club president to run for vice president. Oh. Are you going to run for it? Nah, too much work for me. I already have enough on my plate as is. I bet. How'd you find the time to participate for 2 clubs? Lord knows my brain would shut down if I tried. A lot of compromise. You'll see once school starts. Yikes, I hope you don't burn out. Oh, don't worry about me. I've done it for 2 years already. I was there when the beach club started, remember? Did you tell me that already? Guess I forgot. Do you think I'll stand the chance if I run for the council? Would they even give me the time of day? What do you mean? Don't have to get elected onto the council. Yeah, so? I don't even know the position I'm supposed to run for. Evan, you're overthinking this. How so? Well, anyone who volunteers can be on the council. you want to be the head of the tournament stuff, you can run for the tournament director position. What if I don't get that spot? Can I even help out with those events? What even my purpose if I'm not that? Oh, Evan, you need to relax. What? Oh, nothing. Well, seriously, don't worry. If you don't get that role, the club is pretty chill. I'm pretty sure the director would let you assist them. Typically, it takes a couple of us to set up the thing when we host it. Have you taken part in setting up the tournaments? Well, then setting up the nets, not really. You know my organisational skills are garbage. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the ass living with him. Is this why you picked me to be your housemate? Oh, drat, you cracked the code. If that's the case, I'll be sure you pull your weight. Oh, how so? First, I'll start with the trash. If you don't take it out when it's full, I'll leave it in front of your bedroom. Come on, you can do worse. Are you challenging me? I have a lot more up my sleeve. Next will be the toilet paper. If you leave me with an empty roll, I'll be sure to replace it. You're so cruel. For myself, I keep the new roll in my room and only bring it in for myself. Whenever you go to the bathroom, you'll have to suffer until you replace the roll yourself. Okay, that's actually tragic. Oh, I can keep going. Please spare me. If you insist, if you shirk your responsibilities, you'll have to find out more the hard way. I don't think I had the high ground between the two of us. I guess we have that brains and brawn dynamic going for us. Marcus smirks, rolling his eyes at the joke. Well, at this point, I think I'll have to take a nap from how much you're tiring me out. I'm not that high maintenance for you. Whatever you say, buddy. Maybe you go and bother Vic instead. This practice ends in an hour. You might catch the end of it if you leave soon. Oh, on a Saturday? Why would they practice on a Saturday? Marcus seemed to notice my apparent confusion. You seem perplexed. But today's Saturday? I've never seen a team practice on a Saturday. Oh, Vic told me it's part of a team punishment. Dang, what happened? Well, according to him, they normally review film on Saturday mornings. But according to another source, a few of the guys, including Vic, ditched this morning to watch the women's soccer match, and as punishment their coach scheduled a mandatory practice right afterwards. That sucks. How did the coach find out? Rumour has it one of the players who showed up to the film meeting knows a girl on the soccer team, and she texted him about it after the game. What a snitch. I know, right? Long story short, they're probably 2 hours into conditioning now. If you're lucky, maybe you get to see them scrimmage at the end of it. No, I'm starting to question your morals. What, I can't laugh at a buffoon for getting his due diligence? When you put it that way, I guess you have a point. So who told you about this? Well, Salma gave me the whole scoop while you were sleeping. All right, she's on the soccer team. She must have seen it happen firsthand. Should I really go? What if I piss him off more by being there? Well, why would it piss him off? You're just going to watch him practice, right? As long as you don't egg him on, I'm sure it won't be a problem. I guess when you put it that way. I still don't know if I should. If I were in his shoes, I wouldn't want anyone talking to me for the next day. Maybe it's different at university? Well, anyway, I'm going to take a nap. You're back before I eat. Maybe we can do something together for dinner. You know, to celebrate you moving in today. Oh, that's nice of you. Anyway, I hope my threats earlier didn't give you nightmares. Well, I'll try to repress those thoughts. I'll see you later. See ya. Marcus walks into his bedroom and shuts the door. Should I go to Vic's practice? Hope he isn't too salty from the incident. How should I spend the rest of this afternoon? I think we're going to stay here with Marcus. I like Marcus. Why should I bother Vic anyway? I mean, he plays on the official college volleyball team. He probably doesn't have time for people like me. I might as well hang back with Marcus. The next few hours are pretty dull. I sit in one of the rolling chairs, scrolling through social media. Finally, a noise breaks the silence. I hear something being opened and closed in Marcus's bedroom. Maybe he's getting a change of clothes? Gah, Evan, don't be such a pervert. My attention is on Marcus's room. After a minute passes, my focus shifts back to my phone. Whatever. You're still here. Vic's practice ended like an hour ago. I know. Oh, you didn't want to witness the torture? No. Are you doing okay? Yes, maybe. You don't have to tell me if you don't feel like it. I came out here so I could do some homework. Oh, you don't mind if I hang you while you do work, do you? Marcus pauses for a second, looking puzzled by the question before making his mind up. Yeah, I don't mind. Are you sure? I can chill in my room if you want. You're fine, man. Seriously, I don't mind. Then why did you just panic? I shouldn't pry him about it. The last thing I want to do is piss off my housemate on day one. Okay. I slumped back on my chair, flicking away at my phone. Why would Marcus be so shy about his homework? I know some people need space to think, but he doesn't care till I'm here. Maybe he's worried he'll look dumb. Can't say I'd want anyone in the same room as me while I wrote an essay. That can't be it. No one looked that embarrassed about their schoolwork. Seriously, why would he be worried about my presence? More time passes, we keep to ourselves. Marcus is flicking and typing away his computer, only breaking a couple of times to stretch. Hold on, he's rotating sideways. Now's my chance to peek. Just a little. Oh, Evan. Huh? Oh, how are you holding up? I'm doing fine. Not to be rude, but you're acting a little antsy. Dang, you caught me there. Is the new living situation worrying you? I get it, man. It can feel strange finally being out of the house. That's not it. Oh. Did I say something? If I did, I didn't mean to. You're fine, Marcus. I just wanted to know more about what you're working on. Yeah, that. It's technically not homework, but it is school-related. Oh? There's nothing wrong with that. Why have you been so worried about it? Marcus fidgets in his seat. I'm starting to feel bad for pestering him. I shouldn't be worried. I entered a contest with the school. Basically, we're supposed to create a new font for the athletics department. The winner will get their font used and receive a cash prize. Dang, if I had the skill, I'd enter that myself. Yeah. The deadline is tonight, and I'm still adding my final touches. Marcus looks down the ground and scratches his ear. I didn't want to tell anyone. What if my friends see it and think it's awful? Come on, Marcus, I'm sure it looks nice. Maybe it'd help if you got a second opinion. Marcus swivels in his chair, then cocks his head. You just want to take a peek at my work, you creep. Maybe. Oh God, you're so pushy. Guess it wouldn't hurt to get some feedback. Marcus makes a few swipes at his mousepad, opening the file that appeared to be hidden before. So, this is my font. He turns the screen to me, revealing the template. Wow, you made all this? Marcus blushes, cracking a smile. Yep, I did it all. The screen is filled with a couple dozen characters, each one meticulously crafted and shaped with sharp curves and edges. How did you do it? Man, you're really making a big deal out of nothing. Usually you can find a font template online and download that into an art program like this. Then you draw each character in their respective box. When you put it that way, it sounds doable. Certainly must be one patient man to create. I start pointing at the screen, counting the characters. 8, 16, 32, 60? You made 60 unique font characters? Well, that's only the first page. Are you serious? Oh, don't worry though, there's only 50 more characters on that page. We were given this template to work with, and they only wanted us to create 75 characters. I was surprised they didn't ask for more. Usually people ask for fonts with at least 100 different characters. Why's the care to do all that? I didn't think it's that long-winded. All he had to do was make A through Z, and even that would bore guys like me. Well, I'm not like other guys. Oh, of course you're not. Most people wouldn't have the stamina to do this. You think drawing letters and numbers takes stamina? If I had the same stamina as an athlete, I would be running circles around everyone. Compared to me, you are. Well, not by much. Even then, it's only because my dad forced me into shape. Think about it this way. You developed a work ethic out of it. Well, that's one way to put it. Stubborn as usual. Just take the compliment, goddammit. Oh God, what do I think of this? I have to say it. You also got a rocking bod from it. No homo. Right. Oh God, I shouldn't have. Now's not the right time. Well, as I was saying, you usually have a set of characters given to you, and then from there you can do whatever. Make the letters squiggly, skew them to the right. Whatever your heart desires. What made you choose this look? I pointed with my thumb nonchalantly. Well, since we are the knights, I instilled sharp sword-like shapes into many of the characters. From there I wanted to give it a sleek look, so I made sure to slope the curves, especially on the ones that weren't round. From there, I just did what felt right. Wow. Thanks. It's okay. I could clean it up more. If only I had something to bonk him on the head with. Marcus, don't sell yourself short. As long as you're enjoying it, then you should be happy. Well, I guess I am thinking about it too much. Normally that's your job. Oh please, I haven't freaked out in over an hour. And there lies my case. So do you want to see how I create a character? Yeah, sure. Marcus places his right paw on the mousepad while lining his left with the keyboard. The key element of creating font is knowing how to operate vector tools. You use them to make key points for your character so you can refine them as you progress. He clicks a tool on the left hand side of the screen and clicks a point inside an empty box. Usually the first point needs to be modified after the shape is complete, but you can use it as a good starting point for your remaining points. Marcus moves his cursor to the right and clicks again. This time a line with 2 ball points at the end comes out of it. Notice the special line that comes out of this point? Yeah? These ball points manipulate the shape of your curve. You can make it as sharp or round as possible within the constraints of these points. So if I raise this one, Marcus clicks the ball point on the left, making the curve rise up with it. You get a steeper curve. I can also move it left or right to move the peak of the curve. He plays around with the curve, showing me how the ball point changes its shape. I'll make a few more points and show how changing some of these ball points makes a recognisable shape, like a crescent or a horseshoe. Marcus plots some points in the box and manages to construct a Y shape. It still looks rough, having curves in unintended places. Well, that's how you form a shape. From here you may need to reset a couple of the ball points to get the edges you need. He goes to his toolbox and selects a new option, then proceeds to remove some of the ball points he created earlier. Once he removes all the unnecessary parts, he makes a few small adjustments to existing points, then slumps back in his chair. And that's how you can construct a character. There's no colour. Well, I didn't say I was done. At this point all you have to do is use the stroke and fill tools to add colour, and then you're done. Marcus makes plucking motions with his computer, finishing the job in a jokingly sassy manner. The shape becomes filled with the black inside. Any questions? Not really. I can see why you enjoy it. It seems like a relaxing hobby the more you think about it. Well, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't. Marcus continues on, finishing the remaining 10 characters for his font. We continue chatting about fonts for the next hour. He opens up a website titled San Vicente Art Department and opens a link on the page. Well, what do you think? I think it's great. Marcus pauses, skimming over the monitor another time. Well, I don't know, man. Is it worth admitting? I'm sure there are other candidates out there with better fonts than mine. Really? Well, probably. I only spent a day on this thing. Not like it's that inspired. I couldn't tell. Still, I didn't put that much effort in. Think of it this way. What do you have to lose? My reputation. Your reputation? Well, the contest goes through the art department. My professors are going to see this. What's wrong with that? Well, I don't know. They probably won't give me the time of day in class if they know I didn't put in the effort. Are you sure about that? Well, I'm an outsider. Most of my classmates are actually in the major. Well, if it makes you feel better, you're living with an outsider. Well, think about it. I just transferred you. You have friends who got your back. They won't care if you don't make the best fonts. What does this have to do with my professors? Professors? Oh. Do you really think they're going to remember to care about that? The way I see it, either it'll just be another distant memory or something that puts you on the map. I see it as a net positive. You're right, I'm worrying too much. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. You're a talented guy. You've proven that to me, at least. Oh, thanks, Evan. I'm glad I showed you. You ready to put yourself on the map? Marcus chuckles to himself, exhaling as his shoulders relaxed. Oh, I think I am. He drives the completed files to the upload page. A minute later, Marcus's work is submitted. He was now on the map. By the time he finished, it was around dinner time. Marcus is rummaging through the fridge, taking out various ingredients. I want to make dinner to celebrate you moving in. I hope you like Italian because I'm making pasta. Yeah, at a base level, I guess you can call it that. Anything else you're making with it? Yes, sir. I'm making it with the garlic butter spread and chicken. It ain't much. But it's honest work? Well, I guess you could call a home-cooked meal honest. I can help out if you want. I know enough to cook pasta. Well, if your pasta comes out like your tin work, I'm never letting you touch this stove again. Deal. Marcus and I get to cooking dinner. It took a little over half an hour, but the payoff was so worth it. Marcus made a killer good garlic butter chicken, which blended amazingly with the pasta, thanks to my expert cooking skills. We chatted away during dinner, catching up on each other's lives in the past 2 years. After a nice dinner, Marcus offers to wash the dishes. I offer to do them instead, but he refuses. I give him company, standing by him and making small talk while he finishes the chore. A few minutes later, I sit back down at the kitchen table, work desk. Marcus sits by me and whips out his phone, minding his own business. Marcus's phone makes a noise, similar to mine when I send texts. Maybe I shouldn't pry on his business this time. A couple of minutes passed before Marcus spoke up. Hey, Evan, do you want to go out tonight? What? Is he really asking me out? Evan, hello? Evan? Oh, yes? Did you hear my question? The going out one? Yeah, Vic and Selma are having a party tonight at their place. I was planning on going. You can tag along with me if you want. I know it's been a long day for you, so either way, I get it. Phew. I guess. At least something good came of it. Sure, when's it start? Marcus checks his phone again. 8:30, so half an hour. Their place is a couple of blocks down, so we should leave in 15 minutes if we want to arrive early. Alright, I'm pretty much ready when you are. Cool, I'm going to clean up a little and then we can head out. By the time 8:15 rolled around, we were out the door. After a 15-minute walk, we arrive at Vic's place. It's surrounded by other small one-story houses. It seems like a nice place to have a party house. Yeah, the houses on 2nd Street and Ocean Avenue are mostly occupied by college students. We cross the street and turn left onto 2nd Street, passing by Fuego. Vic's place should be a few houses up. I feel like one of you told me this before, but does Selma live with Vic? Oh yeah, Vic moved in with her last year after her old housemate left. Oh. Are they actually a couple? They sure acted like one when I met them. Marcus goes silent, pondering the question for a few seconds. Oh, I can't really put my finger on that. They deny it every time I ask, but Vic's teammates say that's BS. Why do you ask? Do you have the hots for Selma? Thank God he didn't go for the obvious choice. I'd be toast if he did. Oh, no. I was curious, that's all. They're an enigma to me too, Evan. One day I'll figure them out. Marcus rolls his eyes as we continue walking to the house. We approach a cucumber green building with 3-foot-tall fencing surrounding the premises. Well, this is it. I wouldn't have expected a place this small to be in the city. Well, if me, I was shocked when I first moved here. I thought San Vicente would have been all apartments and no houses. Guess that'd be a good thing for partying. I can't imagine holding one in our apartment. Oh, I don't see why not. I've seen people do it before, albeit barely. We're pretty lucky Vic doesn't mass invite people. Most people out here try to crowd their homes. Can't imagine what that would be like. My claustrophobia starts to seep in. Ready to go in? Sure. Marcus knocks on the door. Half a minute passes before we are greeted, then gestured to come in by Selma. Nice note, Dirk. Being the last one to enter, Marcus closes the door behind us. Well, thanks for inviting us. Oh, no problem. But you shouldn't thank me. Thank Vic for setting this all up. Selma glances at the hyena behind the kitchen counter who's pouring drinks for a couple of guests. This place was spotless when we started. Now... We look back at the counter Vic was serving on. A few tipped-over cups were laying there, soda spilling from one of them. Well, what a surprise. Marcus says, raising his hands by his head and shaking them. He really let the dogs out. The two go quiet, averting their gazes away from each other. You can't use that phrase around Marcus. Where do I go from here? I don't know what to talk about. I came here to listen to the interesting people, not the other way around. Oh man, now Selma's looking back at me. I got nothing to offer you guys. What's wrong with me? Well, congrats on your victory today. Thanks, it was so amazing. We were down 1-0 in the first half and rallied back in the second half. And the best part, the rest finally noticed Caliphate State's crap. Amy was about to score on a corner kick, but the covering defender pushed her to the ground. Her penalty kick was the sole reason we didn't leave that game in a tie. Dang, what a finish. Well, if I wasn't helping Evan move in, I'd have loved to see that. Well, now I feel bad. Sorry for getting in the way. Oh, you're fine, man. Marcus chuckles, letting it fade out. Selma turns towards a group of about 5 girls, assumably her teammates. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy the party. I will do. Selma breaks away from us, heading back towards her teammates. Marcus and I are left to wander for a new group. As long as I'm with Marcus, people won't mind this trash panda's presence. Hey Vic, you feeling any better now? Marcus raises an eyebrow. I'm dragged along as he approaches the hyena. God, I hope he remembers me. I'm probably some rando to him. Don't remind me. Two of them give Vic a quick glare while rolling their eyes. The human chimes in. Well, it's not like I act like Coach Beaufort doesn't have it out for Vic. I swear I touched all those lines. The group pauses, their demeanour lightening a little. Like the one time he overreacted to your joke. Hey, Huffrington's volleyball team is a joke. I kicked you out of practice. It was so worth it. I mean, he didn't take it on the team because of it. You're welcome. We laugh as Vic basks in his 15 seconds of fame. If only Huffrington's football team was as bad. Yeah. On the TV, a Huffrin running back bulldozes through a few defenders, scoring with ease. Seriously, this is ridiculous. It's the first quarter and they're up 21-0. I don't know why anyone still watches college football. Huffrin's basically a professional team. Well, at least our sport doesn't have the same champion 7 years in a row. Yeah, we have the same 5 schools splitting that duty. I believe we can break that streak. Well, I'd love to see you try, Vic. Hey, 1-on-6 against the West Coast Conference? I think that's fair game. You know I'd win. Vic spreads his arms and flexes. Marcus rolls his eyes, still amused by the one-man idiocracy. We look back at the TV. And it's intercepted by Dawkins. It's the 4th interception made by the Huffrin Stallions tonight. Ah! Everyone sighs, disappointed by succeeding events. God, I hate Huffrin. They're a shit stain on the world of football. It's because brown is one of their school colours. They're competitive in nearly every sport. Well, back when my dad played, he said they weren't half as good as they are now. We all know they're paying their players. Makes me glad we don't have a football team to get disappointed by. Everyone nods in agreement. I swear, that human and that Maine wolf sound familiar. Where have I seen them before? I should introduce you guys to Evan. Hey. I sheepishly wave. We played together in high school and he just became my roommate today. Congrats on the move, Evan. I'm Roger. And I'm Reuben. And this is Off the Beaten Path. That's where I know them from. Oh my gosh, I love your podcast. Well, that takes care of the explaining part. Awesome. Anything particularly you love about it? I don't know, I love it all. How about our warm-up shenanigans section? Yeah, I love that one. My voice is cracking. AK is a common suspect. How many times has he appeared? Over the 50+ episodes, at least a dozen. Marcus chuckles. Shocking. And not all bad, you know. Like that one time I dumped out Coach Beaufort's coffee and replaced it with Jello. Everyone laughs, trying hard to regain their composure. That was the last time I asked a player to fetch his drink. Won't even let a player get within 6 feet of a table if his cup is on it. They chuckle, getting the rest out of their systems. I'm going to go change out the music. We are not playing your music, Vic. Ah! He grumbles and slumps his shoulders. One of Selma's friends shields the phone plugged into the speaker. At least I have access to the booze. Speaking of which, y'all want to run around? You mean our first? Marcus waves his arm between me and him. Oh, whatever. You won't know in a few hours. Oh boy, here we go. All right, let's get this. Vic motions us over the counter. We follow and gather around the surface, each taking the shot glass off of it. Hey, I have an announcement to make. Selma's group follows suit, joining the action. Diego? I'm glad you can make it. Oh, I convinced him to come. Oh, I can't stay mad at you forever. I may disagree with you a lot, but we're still teammates. Ah, come here. Vic squeezes the puma tightly in his arms. Diego scrambles to get out of the bear hug. Once he does, he shoves the hyena away. Now, where were we? Oh yeah. A toast to our soccer team's victory. And defeating last year's conference champion. Hey! In multiple voices. The group cheers, then downs their shots. Man, this vodka is strong. Then again, straight alcohol isn't my thing. They won't end our season this time. Sandra takes the solo cup next to a shot glass and raises it. If we can beat them, we can beat anyone. The group erupts in cheers, extending the hype. Want to test that winning streak tonight? Hell yeah. Who wants to play Rage Cage? Various people agree verbally or physically. I'll get the cups. Vic and Selma start setting up the game, filling 3 dozen or so solo cups with beer. How'd you play this game? I haven't played it before. I turn to Marcus. How do you play Rage Cage? Oh, don't worry about it. They'll explain before we start. Okay. I scratch my head, looking away. It better not be screwing me over. Does everyone know how to play? I don't. It's my first time. Oh, good man. Basically, you just try to bounce a ping pong ball into your cup. Well, when you do, you pass to your left. But if you get it on your first try, you can pass it to anyone. Do explain the remaining nuances of the game enough so I can understand what I'm doing. Ready? Heck yeah. Why didn't you start us off then? Sure, I guess. I grab one of the cups on the outside. Diego also takes one. You're on your mark. After 2 taps of the counter and the toast, we down our cups. Time to kick ass. I flick my wrist. The ball nicks the rim of the cup and lands to the side. Second time's the charm. It can't be that hard. Shoot. That wasn't even close. Maybe I'll get it this... Yes. Diego fist pumps the air. Ah, shit. I take the next cup from the cluster and drink. Marcus takes the 2-cup stack from me. Oh, keep going, Evan. Marcus passes the stack back to Diego. I haven't even started yet. Damn it. Come on, Evan, you can salvage this. A drink up. Oh, poor Evan. I need to think faster. Marcus, you already started? I didn't realize there are no pauses. Miss, miss, miss. Again? You got me again. It's only been 3 cups. I'll get out of it eventually. I'm feeling great. It only took me 7, 5, 9... Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm finally out of the rut and the stack is on the other side of the counter. You're doing okay. Yep, doing fine. Well, let me know if you need to leave early. I don't mind. I'm fine. I can keep up. Okay. Evan looked down. What? Jesus! I got the stack again. Come on, get in there. Oh, thank God, it's your problem now, Marcus. Wait, another one? Diego slides his cup to me, boring cup. At least I'm not on the hot seat anymore. My cup's only one level high. No pressure. Come on, Vic, you got this. Take it away, Diego. No, it's coming back. Focus on the cup. Eye on the target. Keep your arm nice and lax. Not that lax. Okay, I think I know what to do now. Angle my arm. Yeah. My man. How am I this incompetent? Vic strides the opposite end and bro hugs Diego. At least they're uniting over something. My blunders. I grab the next cup, which turns out to be the final cup. I think you filled this one too high, Vic. Oh! Vic starts to giggle. That's the King's Cup. The what? It's supposed to be like that. Whoever gets stacked last has to drink a full cup of beer. Also known as the King's Cup. Oh boy. What are you waiting for? Show them you can handle it. Full stop. I'll send. Full send. Chug, chug, chug. Once I finish the cup, the group cheers. Now you matter. Full send. Yeah, woo! Good stuff, y'all. King's Cup starts in 5 minutes. This one should be better. At least the drinking is slower in this one. And the chance of getting the King's Cup doesn't depend on physical skill. Why did I think competing in something physical against college athletes was a good idea? You sure rebounded with Vic pretty quickly today. Oh, please, it's not like I'm his sworn enemy or anything. We still get along. Oh, really? You scared me shitless when I first met you. I mean, look at you. You're basically what I'm not. Fit, star libero, 6 feet. What I can only dream of achieving. Thanks? I don't think being 6 feet tall is something you can achieve. Says the guy who's taller than Vic. I'm a nobody. I don't deserve to be here. Acting pathetic like this, you don't. Look at your self-destruct. So childish, primitive and naive. How are we not celebrities? You don't have to be a competitive athlete just to hang with us. You got the whole year to get to know everyone. We don't have to click on day one. I guess you're right. Sorry for acting so petty. Maybe I'll get to know you guys better over King's Cup. Oh, the power of alcohol. Bonding strangers and bombing brain cells. Who's ready to play? We sit around a table in the common area. As we get settled, Selma shuffles a deck of cards and places it in the middle. Who wants to start us off? Well, I'll take the pressure off Evan and go first. Go right ahead. Marcus draws a card from the top of the deck. 4 is... Say it, no balls. 4s. Marcus. You animal. Yeah, aren't we all? All the ladies take a drink. Those Canifer State girls were sure acting like ones the way they grabbed at us. It was the only way they could keep up with us. Maybe you played a non-contact sport, you won't have that problem. Which do you think is better, slamming the ball into a Marlin's face or kicking that thing into it? You have a point there. Just don't kick mine, please. No promises. Reuben? Reuben draws a card. 7. He flings his arms into the air. Everyone rushes to respond, throwing their hands in the air. Marcus? Shoot, I lost. Marcus takes a big gulp from his cup. How tragic that you lost. I am so heartbroken. Tell us how you really feel. Next card is 6. Licks. Guess I can't avoid the inevitable. Along with me, all the guys take a drink. It isn't as bad when it's your own concoction. How are you feeling over there, King? Splendid. Half a deck later. Guess it's my turn. 5, drive. Everyone points their thumbs up, ready to steer. Vroom! Selma points to me. I don't know why I can keep up with that. You're pointing the wrong way. Uh-oh. I have to take a drink. That was nothing. You're up. All right. Let's see. King. And in the King's Cup we go. I pour the rest of my drink into the massive cup. You do realize you drew the last king, right? Ah, crap. Here goes nothing. I grabbed the 20-something ounce cup with both my hands. Better safe than sorry. That tasted awful. Damn, Evan, you're really holding your own. Well, as long as he holds it down. Otherwise, we'll have to talk. I won't push him. Selma and Sandra get up, leaving us at the table. Hey, Diego, want to be my beer dye partner? Why do I want to make myself suffer even more? Who said I wasn't going to suffer with you? Hey, you got a point there. Beer dye? I haven't played that game in years. I only played it once before my friend's board got wrecked. Who could be my partner? Are you still feeling okay? I'm feeling great. Can you feel your legs? That was important? Yes. Don't worry, I feel light as a feather. Well, as long as you can still stand. You want to be my beer dye partner? Well, I think you need to refuel a little before you continue drinking. If I refuel, will you be my beer dye partner? Oh, sure, I guess. Hell yeah. 2 mini bags of chips and a glass of water later, I'm ready to go. Hey, Vic, is anyone in line for the next round? No, just you. Cool. Evan and I got next round. Okay. Vic and Diego finish off their round, capping off with 2 consecutive scores. Ready? Heck yeah. We'll go first. Ready? Of course. Die up. Vic lobs his die high into the air. Where did it go? Oh, nice catch, Marcus. Well, I put these paws to good use. Marcus places his die on the corner of the table. Die up. Diego follows suit, following through on his motion. Ah! I fall to the ground, catching the die as I roll backwards. Phew. Oh, nice one. I high-five Marcus with my free hand. I want to go first? I don't mind if I do. Marcus picks up his die. Die up! Marcus turns sideways at the table and chucks his die into the air, giving it a left tailspin. What a throw! Well, I'm just warming up. Same here. Let's see what your friend's got. Okay. Die up! With a forward motion, I send my die into the air. It didn't even come close to hitting the table. Where did it land? I think it landed by the lawn chairs. Diego scurries through the grassy area. I found it. Vic's massive paw envelops his die. Scores 0-1. Die up. Shoot. Yeah. Each of us takes a swipe at the ascending projectile. We both miss and it lands between us on the ground. Let's go. Well, lucky. Die up. I'll take that from you. Marcus swipes the die, still on the table. I pick the one on the ground up. Yeah, shit. Here we go again. Die up. Raising the table this time, Marcus throws a die up with a side curve. He aims to the right corner and... No way, I haven't seen anyone do that in months. Well, it comes from experience. I don't want too many defeats from this guy. You better not be teaching me any secret tricks. I would never. You better teach me some of those. Never. Vic shakes his fist in the air. Now it's my turn. I'm just getting warmed up. Well, I thought that was my line. Yep. I send my die hurling into the sky. Yeah, it didn't cross the line. Oh, shucks. Hey, do you know what time it is? I pull my phone out. Oh yeah, it's 11:55. I got him. What do you mean? You haven't played with the rule of fives before? Whenever you say something divisible by 5, you have to down your drink and refill it. Let's see what your die landed on. Oh no. I don't sweat, you only rolled a 4. That is way too close for comfort. What are you waiting for? Here I go. And I had just filled it up. That lost cocktail of Beppis and Jace really worked something on me. Sure, my head feels empty in an abandoned mall, but I feel like a god. You should drink this between turns. Marcus places the water bottle below my side of the table board. My body feels fine. It won't in a bit. I think I can handle it. I think I handle it. If you need it, it's there for you. I nod to Marcus and look back at my opponents. Ready when you are. All right. Die up. Whoa. Marcus sent that thing to the moon. I can't even see it anymore. Is it ever going to come down? Dang, nice catch, Diego. That's just instinct. Evan? Huh? It's your turn. High up. I throw my die into the air, aiming for the back line. Oh, great shot. Alright. Lucky you scored a point at least. You could have ended up under the table if you didn't. That was tradition. We call it trolling. Applies to any game you play. Boy, am I lucky. You're lucky Marcus is on a hot streak. I'm here for emotional support. Well, I think supporting me in game would help more. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We still have the lead. Yep, 10-9. Die up. We can't let them score. One more point and they win. Well, I got it. You still have to get through me. Die up. Diego's toss has a curve to it. It's coming to me. Aim and... Yeah. Oh, thank Jesus. You had me worried there. I would never disappoint you. Right. How about these guys' whole careers? Die up. Marcus throws his die forward. Looks like we're tied. Evan, you gonna toss? Of course. I totally did not just space out. Yep. With all the power of my body, I toss my die. Yes. I did it? Dude, that was so clutch. Help, I'm being consumed by a mass of black and brown fur. Oh. Sorry, I got carried away. Thank God, I thought I was going to suffocate there for a second. Oh, way to break our hearts, Evan. Oh, please, it's not like you're going to remember this next day. I'll never forget. Today's the day Marcus and Evan beat me in beer die. You will pay for this. Ah, did you forget yet? Forget what? Oh, yeah, that. You will rue this day. Oh, good luck with that. Thanks, I'll need it. Vic gives us a wink as Diego shoves him away from us. Well, apologies for that crazy hug earlier. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I got caught up in the heat of the game and let my competitive nature get the best of me. Did I go overboard? No, I didn't. I didn't mind. You just caught me off guard, is all. Oh, thank goodness. I look kind of gay doing that. No homo. Yeah. No homo. My stomach starts to churn. My brain is feeling fuzzy and my body feels like it's about to keel over. Do you know where the bathroom is? I'll go inside and make a left of the hallway. It's the last door. Oh, thanks. I'll be right back. I bolt through the door and rush to the bathroom. There's a line? Oh, someone's taking their sweet time in there. Oh, you're waiting here for 5 minutes now. Oh. Never mind. I need to find a place to go. Vic. Are there any other restrooms, sir? Nope, just the one on the left. Thanks. I can't hold it any longer. Come on, I need something. Anything I can use to... That will do. Evan, how you... I'll get you some water. What happened? You've been with me nearly the whole night. What do you think happened? Yeah, alcohol. Yeah, alcohol finally hish. I can feel my teeth chatter. Why didn't I bring a jacket? My insides feel like they're on fire. You really loaded up fast. I didn't want to be a buzzkill, but you really scared me after King's Cup. Yeah, is that why you partnered up with me earlier? Marcus? Well, I wanted you to be safe. I could have done that myself. Well, it doesn't hurt to have a supporting cast, just in case. Oh, let me drag you down. I'm already feeling better. Well, that's because you threw up the excess toxins. Don't worry about me. I'll just hang here until you want to go home. Well, that may be sooner than you think. Yeah, Marcus, we need a fourth man for Di. You want in? Are you sure you don't want to go home now? Nope. I'll just hang here and watch until my stomach relaxes. I think I'm getting my second wind. I'll be right over. Great. When you're ready to leave, stand by the door and I'll meet you there. Whatever you say. I can bounce back from this. I've done it before. I can. To be continued. There we go. That was Ocean Avenue 2.1. I hope you enjoyed that. As you can see, it is still very much a work in progress, and there is an art change going on. So you will see some differences as we go through this series. And if Dirk really wants me to, I might just redo some of these older ones so everything matches. But I hope you've been enjoying it. And these are all the ways you can follow what's going on with Ocean Avenue. And some nice artwork as well. And there's a survey if you want to fill it out. Let Dirk know if you play this yourself. Say what you think. And yeah, it takes a while to actually, okay, let's do this thing once we've got this idea. And there's a Patreon for Dirk which supports Ocean Avenue. He also, of course, has his YouTube channel as well. Does the same kind of thing as I do. He's really good at it, trust me. And there's a Twitter account. So that was day 2 of Ocean Avenue. As you can see, there is an art change going on. There's some new artist involved, so we'll see things change as we go through the series. The next update or two, but hopefully that will be soon. We'll see day 3 of this. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, bye for now.